Okay, so on this question, they are asking us, what is the greatest common factor of the polynomial? So what does that mean, greatest common factor? Well, the abbreviation for that is GCF, obviously. GCF, and greatest common factor just means the greatest number and letters that go into these three things. So first off, let's ask the question, what's the biggest number that can divide, let's just do the numbers first off, that can divide into 25, 15, and 35. What's the biggest number they're all divisible by? Yeah, I think it's 5. You just try different things with your calculator, but I think you're right on the money. Just give it a try. Divide them all by 5, and you'll get clean answers. You'll find they all go, 5 goes, they're all divisible by 5. Yeah. So the GCF is going to be 5. Okay. But now that's not all. We also have to do the letter part, the Y's. Now what do we do for the Y's? Do we take the biggest one? Do we take the smallest one? Do we do something else? Well, think about this. What if I had, what if there were 3 people, okay? One of them had 3 Y's. That's what Y to the third power means, right? 3 Y's. So I'm just focusing on the letters right now. We're done with the numbers. One of them had 4 Y's and one of them had 5 Y's. And if I said to them, hey, do you guys all have at least 1 Y, 1 or more Y? They go, what would they say? Yeah. Do y'all have at least 2 Y's? Do y'all have 2 or more Y's in your pockets or whatever? Yeah. And they go, yeah. Right? I said, hey, do you guys all have 3 or more in common? They'd go, yeah, we all have 3 or more. And I said, okay, hey, do you all have 4 or more? Then they'd say, no, one of us doesn't have 4 or more, huh? So then what was the greatest number they all had in common? 3. It's the lowest power. But that is the greatest amount they have in common. You see? So for the letters, you take the lowest power, which is, I want you to see, that is the greatest amount in common, isn't it? The lowest power is the greatest amount they share in common. So then that's it, we're done. 5 Y to the third power is it. So on this one, we're not putting the parentheses and the rest of it, which we will normally do. This is kind of a weird question. All they want us to find is the front part, in other words. On a real factoring question, we would then do the parentheses. We'd have 3 things inside that would multiply to go back. But on this one, they just want us to practice finding the number in the front that's the greatest thing they have in common. And so you take the number that they're all divisible by, the greatest number, they're all divisible, because they're also all divisible by 1, by the way. But the greatest number that goes into all of them is 5. And then when it comes to the letters, you take the lowest power because that's the greatest amount they share in common. There we go.